Yes, we back, man. What a fight. What a crazy night. How many of y'all are sleeping? Who was up? Who was awake? I know y'all don't go to bed early. I'm gonna wait for more people to join, so I don't have to keep repeating everything I think. So you guys gotta be patient. I'm fucking starving. Just got back to my room. We got to grub on this. Yes. About to eat some of this pizza, stromboli. Did y'all already go to bed? Who's sleeping? Y'all already asleep? No, I didn't see Letterman's scorecard. I'm at the fight. I can't see nobody. I don't know Jim Lamp. I don't know none of them dudes. Sam. This is a fun one to break down. Yeah, I seen Kodo. My dude Joey Spencer took a picture with him. Sorry, y'all. I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything since this morning. I'll pick the phone back up in a second. E-Goat? Y'all already know, man. You thought Canelo would be so much better? Golovkin's a good fighter, and he's a guy more experienced at that weight. Man, it looks like y'all sleeping or out at the club. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna eat. Don't look like y'all are up. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are sleeping. Truth be told, I stopped scoring around round 4 or 5. I just stopped because I was tweeting in between rounds and it was getting too hard. But listen, after first viewing live, I told you guys in that stream immediately after, I want to watch it again because that was a hard fight. It's harder than what. It's more than meets the eye with that fight. Some of y'all are gonna be like, oh, Triple G was robbed. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I scored for Triple G and mentally, with the eye test on first glance. But I gotta explain some stuff because some people don't know shit about boxing. Damn, this is good. What the fuck? Listen, I had nothing to eat or drink. The fight was hard. It's hard to score for some reason, for certain reasons. I don't have all the rounds memorized, but ego is the overall outcome of the fight worth stressing out. What does that mean? I don't understand your question. I gave Canelo the first 3 rounds. I don't think I have them all memorized, but I think Triple G might have got the 4th one. There are some close rounds. 12 was a war, but I think if you were to break it down, Canelo might have landed bigger in that round. Then those middle rounds where a lot of them were Triple G. I don't remember 5, but Triple G puts on them. He has a hell of a chin, which I took. And you know what? The funny thing is this. A lot of people screaming robbery and, oh, you got your 7 reasons wrong. But I guarantee you this. My 7 reasons actually closer to what happened than not. Because a lot of y'all motherfuckers will say Triple G was going to knock him out. I didn't say nothing about a knockdown. There was no knockdowns and no knockouts. So who was really wrong? I said Canelo via split decision or a majority decision, which AKA means a controversial decision. I thought Canelo in the second half will be able to pull away more, but I'm good with my prediction. My prediction was right on. Other thing, y'all got to break down boxing. Like, I know it pains some of y'all because y'all want to be like, oh, ha, 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 you were wrong. But like I said, listen to what I said. I paid respect to Triple G. I paid respect to Canelo. I told you in the 7 reasons. I said it was going to be a 50-50 fight, which is what I seen. I also told you in that video and past videos that based on the level of competition, all that HBO where they were building Golovkin up, saying he's a 23 knockouts in a row, consecutive knockouts. What did I tell you? I wasn't thoroughly impressed because, like I said, I don't think his division, he was running through him because of the division wasn't that stacked. Because it is, I told you before, it is no mystery to me that when Golovkin stepped up in the echelon of competition, skillful guys, more skillful guys, guys with momentum, that all of a sudden the knockouts just stop or vulnerabilities are exploited more than in those other fights, right? Kell Brook, a welterweight, he was supposed to get slaughtered, and he was hanging in there in the early rounds. He got a freak injury, you know what I mean? So we'll never know how remaining rounds, you know what I mean? Maybe Golovkin would have stopped him anyway. We don't know. We can only go what we've seen. Golovkin steps up with Danny Jacobs, goes the distance. Canelo, no knockdowns, go the distance. I'm telling you. It's harder to get them knockouts when your level of competition is higher. Because you got to look at it like this. I'm killing this pizza in Stromboli. Y'all got to look at it like this. Listen, y'all got to look at it like this. Canelo, he started gassing out. His hands were low. Like, maybe earlier they were low by design. Like, you know what I mean? He was like swagged out, you know what I'm saying, boxing and putting his hands low and stuff like that. You look like Stromboli. You look like you're blocked. Nobody got time for your stupid shit. Canelo was getting tired. Why didn't Golovkin knock him out when he was tired at least? You know what I mean? So I have a lot of questions in that fight. You know what I mean? Some people, listen, 118 to 110 is bullshit. I think we all can agree. But see, this is the thing. I keep it a buck. 118 to 110 is bullshit either way. I just told you, I thought Golovkin probably would have edged it from the eye test. I got to go back and watch it. Or from the eye test, I'm like, oh, it looked like Golovkin had that. You know what I mean? But either way, it wasn't 118, 110 for anybody. So I don't know what the fuck was up with that scorecard. So, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was, we all agree that that's a shitty scorecard for either guy. It wasn't 118 for either one. Nobody run a clean cut 10 rounds while the other person only won 2. But like I said, I know some people, when they heard the rivalry cry, they were so happy because they were going to be like, I told you were wrong. Go listen to 7 Reasons. That's why it's still up. It's going to stay up. I was more on point. One of the reasons is Canelo is hard to beat on the scorecards. And you've seen that one freak-ass card, 118 to 110. So who was really wrong? And who was really right? Especially when a lot of y'all motherfuckers said Golovkin was going to knock him out. I didn't say that. I said it was going to be a split or majority decision, which means there's different people viewing the fight different ways. I didn't pick a split draw because I never really pick a draw. But split decision, majority decision is the closest to what that was. But instead of one winner, I guess they both half win, half lose. I'm telling you. And a lot of people, see, this is the thing that's bullshit. A lot of people keep going off of the 118, 110. What's a shitty scorecard? But if that same judge had it 115, 113 Canelo, that wouldn't really be that egregious, to be honest. But see, this is the thing. You have to understand this in boxing. I just said 118 to 110 is garbage, it's trash, basura, whatever you like to say. I just told you that. But you guys do realize that if the judge gave it to Canelo 115, 113, the end result would have still been the same. It just wouldn't have been wide, which was bullshit. Because, like I said, nobody won 10 rounds to me. It was not that type of 10. That's like saying Ward Kovalev won was a 10-2 fight. No one won 10 rounds. But like I said, who's really more wrong? You're all saying Golovkin is a knockout machine. The guy, his first real test at 160, Canelo versus Chavez didn't really do shit. And he goes the distance, doesn't get knocked down, and he's tired, still don't get knocked down. Another thing, you guys tell me. I'm gonna tell you who. I'll tell you good things about everyone. So tell me a fighter. You want me to go with Canelo first or Triple G? All right, I'll start with Canelo. Well, Canelo did very well, and I asked him this post-fight. The video's up. He fought a risky fight because he was fighting off the ropes against a guy who's supposed to be the destroyer of worlds. You know what I mean? If he gets you on the ropes, you're trapped and you're done for. And he was fighting off the ropes, and he was making Golovkin miss a lot. Listen, I'm in the T-Mobile Arena. Golovkin was missing wildly. Not even just like, you know what I mean? There's certain shots, like Canelo, even when he was fighting Mayweather, some of the shots were just whizzing by Floyd Mayweather. Just whizzing by. But there's some shots that Canelo missed wildly, but Golovkin missed a lot wildly. So I thought Canelo's defense as a whole was dope. He was fighting off the rope, and he didn't change that. He did with Angulo and whoever else. He didn't change it for Golovkin. Manny just told me to delete them, so everybody throw your L's up. Y'all sound stupid as fuck. He said, delete me. Okay. Block. L. I get the fans what they want. And you saying his comment said, you know, Triple G won. I just said Triple G won. You imbeciles. But back to Canelo. What he did well, he fought a dangerous fight, fought off the ropes. He made Golovkin miss a lot. Canelo had a jab. I wish he would have went to the body more. I was tweeting that. I think he should have went to the body more consistently. He was doing it at first, and I think he got away from it. Like, I think Canelo could look at this fight, pick up from his mistakes, and win more convincingly. Kind of like, it reminds me of Ward Kovalev. I'm not trying to just keep using that as a reference point, but that's what the fight reminded me of. Ward Kovalev. Where Ward, you can't say Ward versus Kovalev, he was at his sharpest. You know what I mean? Because his sharpest would have been like the rematch or Chad Dawson fight or whatever. So you can't say he was at the absolute sharpest, but it was just a rough and tumble type of fight. See, let me tell you what I think Canelo did bad, or what he could improve upon in a rematch. Canelo, and maybe it's the Mexican heart, mi corazón, you know what I'm saying? Canelo, it's like he was fighting off the ropes just to show he could do it, you know what I'm saying? And I thought he should have took more stands, planted his feet in certain spots, and drive Golovkin back. He used the movement early, which I think Golovkin probably wasn't expecting. I never seen Canelo use his legs as much, you know what I mean? But he used it maybe too much because he got tired, you know what I mean? And he stayed on the ropes and languished on the ropes. And even though he was deflecting and slipping, and his defense was looking sweet on the ropes, that takes a lot of energy. Bending your knees, bending at the waist, dodging, deflecting, rolling with shots. But Canelo made Golovkin miss a lot, and he rolled with a lot of shots. But I think he should have showed Golovkin Mexican style and stood in pocket. It kind of like he should have did like Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson let his opponent, he didn't really show his whole hand versus Danny Garcia. That's the fight I'm talking about with Peterson. Used athleticism, right? He used athleticism, made Danny Garcia miss wildly, and then he started opening up. I think that's exactly what Canelo should have did, where he started opening up with some big shit. But credit to Golovkin, he's probably intimidating in there because he's nonstop. He's like Margarito with better technique. Like better jab, better everything. He's not like as much of a brawler. He's like, but that come forward pressure. I think either guy would beat Saunders. To be honest, I only seen highlights of the Willie Monroe fight, but I felt that before. I think Canelo should have took more stands though in the second half. Not when Golovkin was fresh. I think he played that first. Like I said, I gave Canelo the first three. Golovkin got the fourth. Golovkin, let me tell you what Golovkin does well. Golovkin's a fucking, like I told you in my 7 reasons, Golovkin has a fucking chin. He ate some shit and he like keeps on trucking. I did think Golovkin got hurt though. I think it was round 8 through 10. 8, 9, or 10. I don't remember the exact round. I think Canelo stunned Golovkin. But it wasn't like he was on Queer Street, like he was just like ready to go, because obviously Canelo would have finished him. But I was pretty impressed that Canelo being the smaller guy. See, like I said, man, don't get it twisted with the 118, 110 shit. I don't know who the fuck did Adelaide Bird or Larry Bird, whoever the fuck that was. That was bullshit. We all know that was bullshit for either person. You know what I mean? You can't score 10 rounds in that type of fight. Nobody won that decisively. You know what I'm saying? But again, you can't take away from the actual fight. If somebody scored at 115, 113 Canelo, that's really not out of line. It really isn't. That is CJ Ross' second cousin. CJ Ross is stupid. Adelaide Bird or whoever that dumb scorecard, the 117, 111 for Canelo over Lada. Those are all stupid scorecards. Triple G, what he does well, he has a beard. He's relentless. His jab is good. He makes it. He's hard. It's hard to get away from that Triple G jab. He has a very good jab. What else was Triple G doing in there? I seen him do some mixed up stuff a little bit different. Like I seen him land. I think he landed an uppercut on Canelo. That was pretty good. But surprisingly, I think Canelo had more of the power shots than the power puncher Golovkin. I think Golovkin, he landed a lot more jabs. You know what I mean? Kind of like Jacob. But see, this is the thing that Canelo's going to have to watch tape and learn from this. Being a young fighter, right? Being a young fighter, Canelo's going to have to learn for it. He could have, if he had planted his feet and landed some real hard shit, right? And landed some real hard shit, in addition to what he already did and worked on his stamina, he could have won it convincingly, like won it, and it wouldn't have been a draw. Because I think he did good, but you got to work on that fatigue shit. Because Mosley, at 40 years old, you can get away with that. You can get away with fatiguing a little bit. Austin Trout was not, not the biggest puncher. You can get away with it. You can't get away with it with Golovkin. You know what I mean? Golovkin was there to work. So Golovkin, I interviewed Peter Quillen, and it's funny how the fighters have the way of putting it that just makes all the sense in the world. I got an interview on the channel with Peter Quillen. Abel Sanchez actually quoted it, and it was funny because I was talking to Abel, and he was responding, and then he brought it up, and it was actually my interview, so I thought that was kind of funny because I didn't know he had seen it. But what Peter Quillen said about sparring Golovkin way back a couple of years ago when he was undefeated, he said Golovkin just has a presence, and this fight will show you what he means by that. He has a presence. He's just like on top of you, and he's like, you hit him with hard shit, and he's, still trying to finesse his way back into your atmosphere. Yeah, Kid Chocolate, Peter Quillen. This fight proved that. Golovkin tough as nails. Amateur background wise, it showed up. He was busy. And like I said, this is what Canelo's going to need to, as a young fighter, watch the tape and see where he could have stepped on the gas in certain spots. Because Golovkin was busy. Some people see that aggression. They're like, Joel Bueno, you sound stupid. Everybody type stupid because you sound stupid. Don't lie to these people. Triple G won and Canelo lost. You sound stupid. I just said on the stream from the eye test that I probably would have given the fight to Golovkin. I think he edged it out. But I also said I don't think it's like I said, 118 to 110 is bullshit. But it's not the Rob. It's similar to the Ward Kovalev fight, the first one. All right, Al. I'll see you later. Good work, man. Fight week, busy week. It really reminds me of Ward Kovalev. It reminds me of that in the sense of it's like hard to judge certain rounds. Both guys were trying. One knockdown. You know what I mean? That's the knockdown was the only thing that was different. But it's not as, to me, being there live after one viewing, it's not as run away for Golovkin as some of y'all are making it sound. And see, this is the thing. Okay, first of all, there's a lot of people commenting on this fight. I've seen World Star and a bunch of like blog sites and shit don't talk about boxing no other time. They didn't talk about the announcement to Deontay Wilder, Ortiz, or Vasil Lomachenko, Rigondeaux, and then all of a sudden, this big fight, everyone's talking about it and interjecting their opinion. Listen, a lot of people don't know shit about boxing, and if you don't know the sweet science, then you're probably not qualified to judge a fight and score a fight. You know what I mean? Because if you're all the way casual, then this fight is probably going to really look like it was a runaway fight for Golovkin. And I don't think it was a runaway fight for Golovkin. Canelo was doing some subtle shit in there, like making Golovkin miss. And those guys are, it's always hard with those fights when someone has a granite chin or they're really tough because they don't have those visible, immediate, what's the word? Visible, like, cues. Like, oh, Golovkin spilling around like this, then you know he's hurt. But he's not doing that. He's staying composed. He's still a professional. He has a lot of experience, stuff like that. But I don't think it was the runaway fight. Listen, I just said from the eye test, first viewing, I would have gave it to Golovkin. But I don't think it's this 118 to 110 is bullshit, like I keep saying. But like I said, if you're a casual, you're not going to pick up on some of the small cues. Canelo was landing some nice-ass body work. He was landing some uppercuts. The thing is, I just wanted to see a little bit more of that from Canelo, and he could have created separation. But credit to Golovkin. It's probably hard to do that. Maybe easier said than done. But I don't think Canelo fought a piss for you. Some of you guys are making like Canelo went in there and just got destroyed. I don't think that's the case, especially with all things considered. Golovkin's the boogeyman. Golovkin's the guy with, since the amateurs has been at middleweight, right? So he's supposed to knock him out, right? That's what y'all was telling me. Okay, then. So I'm not mad if people had Golovkin winning, but it was a close fight. And certain things depend on what you like as a fan, even though there's scoring criteria. And I'm telling you, if you're casual, most casuals don't pick up on body shots or Canelo fighting off the rope. They're not looking at them. They're just looking at pressure. That's not how boxing works all the time. I'll definitely watch it again. But why do I need to watch it again? When I just said I had Golovkin winning. What's going to change when I watch it again? Someone said you should watch it again. Okay. So what's going to happen if I watch it again? Once I rewatch it, I'll see it different. Okay, what am I going to see different? I'm not going to see it different. I'm pretty sure I won't. I was there live. Who never got hurt? The wild misses are more noticeable on TV. But I was at the fight and I just told you he was missing wild. Rewatch it for what? Why do you guys keep saying rewatch it? I don't get it. I disagree with you, Cloud. I don't think. Oh, man. See, that's like I said. That's why I like to compare other fights that have similarities, so you guys can remember. Like, oh, that's what he's talking about. So again, the fight that comes to mind to me is Lamont Peterson versus Danny Garcia, where Danny Garcia was missing wildly, throwing big shots. And okay, listen, I'm not comparing that fight to this fight in the term. I'm telling you that's what Lamont Peterson did is what Canelo needed to do, or should have done. That's the whole point that I'm making, right? So if you watch the Lamont Peterson Danny Garcia fight, you'll notice that Peterson, it appeared that he was starting off slowly. Again, I'm not comparing the two fights verbatim. I'm just comparing the aspect of, I call it the switch. So Lamont Peterson made Danny Garcia chase and miss wildly and stuff like that. And then he sat down and he turned up the pressure in the second half of the fight. So a lot of movement early and stuff like that. He was kind of jabbing, picking his shots, staying safe. Danny Garcia was trying to track him down. But then halfway through the fight, he he kicked up his offense. That's what I think Canelo should have done even more, made a more distinction in the second half. But I think it's his stamina. His stamina was he didn't have the stamina to have that full 3-minute round. You guys get what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll be honest, Golovkin being the bigger puncher, he was getting hit with the bigger shots. I thought Golovkin was jabbing a lot. He was landing some uppercuts and stuff here, like the pressure. But Canelo was landing the harder, more eye-gauging shots like this. And that's because, like I told you, Golovkin doesn't have the best defense. Now, the thing is, Golovkin, people get boxing confused. Like, Golovkin doesn't, hey, we have 145 people in here, but we have 34 likes. We got to get those up. If you're in the live stream, hit the like button. That should never happen. 147 people in the chat, but we have 30 likes. Hit the like button if you're in there and you like it. The more exposure it gets, the more we can talk this boxing stuff. But anyway, like I said, Golovkin doesn't have a great defense. People always talk about his plus minus. That's because people are hesitant to throw because they don't want to get countered, and Golovkin has power. But Canelo, I mean, like I said, people aren't going to understand when I'm saying this. I said I would have gave the fight to Golovkin, just overall pressure. He was kind of consistent. Probably would have gave it to Golovkin off the eye test, but I got to watch it again because, like I said, there's little subtle things that Canelo was doing. I just think it made it harder because he started to fatigue a bit, and Golovkin kept the same MO. You know what I mean? But you got to look at, like, I watch boxing in detail, right? And sorry for the slow hotel internet. I didn't say why would I watch it again. This is Golovkin supposed to be his kill zone. I didn't see scrap boxing. You don't know shit. You said, oh, you just said, why would I watch it again? No, people in the comment section kept saying, oh, you got to watch it on TV, watch it on TV. And I said, why? Why you guys keep saying that? That's what it was. So I didn't contradict myself like you tried to make it sound like. But anyway, this is Golovkin. This is supposed to be his kill zone. And Canelo was fighting off the ropes, taunting him, which was very impressive because you're not supposed to be able to play. It's kind of like Sugar Ray doing that to Roberto Duran when the second fight. Now, obviously not the first fight, but some of y'all never seen either fight because you don't know shit about boxing. But you're not supposed to be able to taunt some Hands of Stone or Golovkin Hands of Stone. You know what I'm saying? Guys like that, and Canelo was doing it. So I thought that was very impressive that he was even on the ropes like that. Who goes to the ropes and looks comfortable against Golovkin? Golovkin usually kills people against the ropes. But once again, like I keep telling you, Golovkin's a good fighter, but all the 23 knockouts in a row and stuff, that's indicative of who he's fighting. Because you notice a guy whose first fight with a real person, like a real live dog or a champion or whatever, Golovkin doesn't knock him out. And Canelo was tired. Why didn't Golovkin knock him out? Why couldn't he figure Canelo out who was tired, right? And who wasn't even working full 3-minute rounds. He started round one very cautious, which is what, like I said, go listen to the 7 reasons. Golovkin, when he fights punchers, he works behind a jab, and he fights like he has more sense. If he doesn't respect your power, then he's not going to fight that way. But this was a big shot. It's kind of behind the head, though. But this was one of Golovkin's biggest punches. Right here. It's kind of behind the head, but this shit was pushed Canelo back. Ooh. Wow. See, behind the head a little bit. But that was probably Golovkin, one of his best punches. And Canelo rolled with it a bit. But I'm sure it still hurt, though, because he kind of fell back into the ropes a little bit and shook his head no. See, Canelo's Canelo, I told y'all Canelo's a dog though, because he just shook his head after that. Like that looked pretty big. I'm sure that hurt. And Canelo's just shaking his head. That was a good shot from Triple G. Wow. But like I said, it's kind of behind the head. He rolled it a little bit, but like I said, it's this fight was interesting. Interesting for like a couple of reasons. Like I said, the power puncher is supposed to be Triple G, but he didn't land the more powerful shot. Again, the biggest change that I think Canelo could have made is his stamina could have been better, where he was like had the stamina to keep working on this or working at that pace and sitting in pocket more, like control the center of the ring. I don't know if he was trying to be machismo or something, but Canelo was hitting him with some shit. Y'all acting like Canelo didn't do nothing, but like I said, Golovkin's tough, and that's what makes these fights hard. Watch. Right there, look, bow. Bow, oh my gosh. Golovkin just has a chin, though. You know what I'm saying? Canelo's kind of letting his hands go right there. Punching him around. That shit was... Look at this uppercut. See... Oh my gosh, that uppercut was nice. You know, again, I just think Canelo should have paced himself a little bit different. Maybe not used as much movement, and then and kept landing. But I mean, both guys are warriors, man. And it just sucks because, like I said, people keep talking about the 118 shit. 118, it's a bad scorecard. Everybody admitted it. Oscar De La Hoya, I'm telling you, Tom Loeffler, Golovkin. I mean, it's just a shitty scorecard. But if you were to score for Canelo with a more reasonable score, I don't think that's egregious. Even though I said off the eye test I would have given it to Golovkin probably just because he's tough, good jab. He wasn't landing as much power punches, but his game plan and pressure was consistent, very consistent. Canelo, like I said, he can learn from this and like, damn, I should have brought it to him. It was really a hard fight to score, to be honest. Like I said, some people aren't going to admit that because Canelo's like Danny Garcia in the sense of people. See, I know how the game works. People hate Canelo and they're bringing up past robberies or past gift decisions, like the Mayweather shit with C.J. Ross or his fight with Lada, and then now they're like, oh, 118, 110. I get that. It's a shitty scorecard. The Mayweather draw was a shitty scorecard from C.J. Ross at 117 to 111, but that's not Canelo him directly writing those scorecards. You know what I mean? And it just kind of takes away from the actual fight, and then people actually start shitting on the performance. But I thought Canelo had a very good performance. I just think he could have sharpened up on certain things. Like he missed some shots, like against Cotto, he probably would have hit. But again, Golovkin has power. It gets low and shit. Like look at how low Golovkin gets. Golovkin is the taller man, but look how low he's bending his knees and stuff. Golovkin is very seasoned. I think Canelo, he can make some adjustments in the rematch. Oh my gosh. See? Like I said, that was kind of on the back of the head. So, other good thing is Golovkin gets to keep his belt. So for all the people that had Golovkin winning, at least he doesn't actually blemish his record and remove his belts. And y'all really would have been mad. So I don't think Canelo fought a perfect fight. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like when Mayweather dominated him, it wasn't like that, where it's just like you've seen such clear separation. But like I said, sometimes that happens. And I wouldn't be surprised if Wilder, Ortiz, or Rigondeaux Lomachenko turns out to be like a back and forth fight. I mean, you're fighting the best versus the best. Sometimes this happens. But people are letting this 118, 110, like, I don't know. I've just seen everyone shit on Canelo. And I don't think he fought a terrible fight. And maybe I view boxing differently than some people. But at the end of the day, I look at it like Bernard Hopkins was on the same boat too. I got the interview coming soon. Certain aspects of what they were saying about Golovkin weren't present. Like, considering who Golovkin's supposed to be, you're supposed to knock out a guy who's clearly winded and all that. That's what y'all was saying in the comment section that was picking Golovkin. Oh, Canelo won't take his fight. Canelo never even got knocked down. He didn't really ever look visibly hurt, like he wasn't cognizant. You know what I'm saying? So see, I'm telling you, Golovkin don't have a good defense. He's tough as fuck. Look, his whole head turns. And y'all said he had head movement on that live stream. Look, his whole head. He's looking at Adelaide Bird. He's like 118, 110. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? His whole head is turned. Canelo landed the bigger shots. He's like 118, 110. No. You know what I'm saying? Canelo was landing some sweet shit. But again, everyone goes to conspiracy theories and robbery and stuff. I seen it. It was a close fight. I got to watch it again. But notice, like I said, the biggest thing with Canelo, he should have worked on his stamina better. And then, what's it called? I think he should have just took a few more aggressive stands. But just to clear, like, you know what I mean? Bow, I definitively won the round. But Canelo was doing some sweet shit in there. See, Golovkin be getting low. I was really surprised he was doing that well off the ropes, to be honest. And Golovkin was trying to hit him as hard as fuck. And that's what made it compelling and dangerous, because normally people don't languish on the ropes. Look at that uppercut. Canelo had the tighter, shorter shots. See? Do y'all see that uppy? I don't know. But like I said, the biggest thing is Golovkin, how tough he is, and him being busy versus Canelo's tiring and inactivity. And so it's like, it made it hard to judge, you know what I mean? Because Canelo was clearly getting tired, hands low, and Golovkin kept kind of the same pace, whether he was hurt or tired himself or not. But he missed wildly. Canelo was landing. Like I said, I find it weird that Golovkin's the boogeyman, and he was the one actually getting hit with the harder shots, by and large. But the thing is, he was just busier. He was a lot busier than Canelo overall. You know what I mean? It kind of reminded me a little bit of Tim Bradley versus Pacquiao, where Pacquiao was fighting in spurts but landing hard shit, but Bradley was busier. But the only difference is Bradley is not a notable puncher, and Golovkin is a notable puncher. You know what I'm saying? So his punches probably have more steam than Bradley, which made it interesting. I mean, Golovkin was trying to take Canelo's head off. In some of those early rounds, he was throwing some shit, and it was missing. But I'm like, fuck, if Canelo caught that, it would have been a wrap. Canelo got to work on his stamina for sure, man. We have 158 people in the stream, only 74 likes. We need triple digits. I got to get up early. I'm putting in work for y'all. Hit the like button, man. I think either beat Billy Joe Saunders, to be honest. It was a good fight, man. It was a close fight. There were some rounds. Gucci Poochie. First of all, your name sounds retarded. Gucci Poochie. I don't even know why I would even respond to someone named Gucci Poochie. Yo, Ego, I know you say you're not biased, but it's clear that you like Canelo more than Triple G. Keep it real, bro. Ha ha ha. But guess what? I'm at the fights and you're at home like a bum. And your name is Gucci Poochie. So, I mean, who cares about what you're saying? It has nothing to do with liking Canelo or Triple G more. I'm telling you how I seen the fight. It's obvious that to me, by you even leaving a dumb comment and naming yourself Gucci Poochie, it's obvious that you probably like Triple G and hate Canelo, so that's why you're even saying some stupid shit like that. But once again, Gucci Poochie, damn, bro, it's just jokes, my man. I'm not in the mood to joke. We're just talking. Like, if you're trying to roast, then get roasted. There's no mercy. And then fans already mad they didn't get to see a knockout. There'll be a knockout in the comment section because you're going to get roasted and ethered. Gucci Poochie. Why? You should change your username immediately, too. That sounds moist. Gucci Poochie. What do you mean, wow? You started it. That ain't my fault. I was not talking about no Gucci Poochie. You the one that started saying slick shit. So, like Canelo, I'm going to get slick right back. I never started, but I will finish it. Anyway, Canelo versus Golovkin is a good fight. I mean, it could be a joke, Gucci Poochie. I'm just telling you what it is. You say slick shit, I'll slay. I'm from the Bay. This is what we do. So if you want to roast, we can roast. We can play dozens. And you're not off to a good start being named Gucci Poochie. Triple G won. It was a good fight. Like I said, it was close. I just feel like I hate, man. I love boxing, but I just hate how I don't feel like any of these big fights. There's always some major people pulling their head out. I just want to see someone get knocked out, so there's nothing to complain about. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Ward Kovalev. Oh, Kovalev was robbed. Triple G was robbed. It's just like I'm ready to get one of these major big fights where there's no controversy. Floyd bet on himself in the 10th round. You know what I'm saying? I just want. Can we get one? You ain't doing Nathan. LOL. How you catch feelings with the comment section? You the only one catching feelings. We right back talking to Canelo. You can get roasted too. Ask Kiara Hussein, $2 super chat. Gucci Poochie is Rick Ross manager. Who? I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Bernard Hopkins brought up a pretty solid point, though. He said, was that the boogeyman? He says, was that what they told you he was? Like, did he live up to that? Did Golovkin live up to that? So, I mean, you answer Bernard Hopkins' question. What do you guys think? Did he live up to the boogeyman? Fighting, fought a guy who's smaller than him or whatever. A lot of people picked Golovkin to be too strong and knock him out, and he never even knocked him down. See, y'all don't be listening, man. This is exactly what I was telling y'all. Why didn't Golovkin get a knockdown, but he knocked out? Listen. Listen to me. Somebody really explain this to me. Okay. I'm about to bury y'all. Hold on. Listen to me, okay? I'm just trying to get situated. Sorry. Okay. We just did this on the stream the other day. And I kept telling you guys, I said Golovkin's talent pool of who he's faced, he wasn't in the stacked middleweight division. Do any of you guys remember that stream where I was talking about the middleweight division and it's not been stacked? He hasn't fought a stacked division, and I compared it to the welterweight division. Was anybody on that stream where I would compare it? And I said, does anyone want to jump in the hot seat and say that the middleweight division is as stacked as the welterweight division is right now? Cool. Roy remembers. Cam, oh yeah, you the mod, so you remember. Exactly. Now, again, I said it in the stream, and I'm going to keep repeating that. To me, it is no surprise that when Golovkin started fighting better competition, different results. How do you knock out 23 people in a row, knock them all out, and then you fight Kell Brook? He's a welterweight, so he was supposed to get knocked out, but he gives you a better fight than people expect based on him having a skill set and speed and stuff. And then Daniel Jacobs doesn't get knocked out, and this is Golovkin's second fight where he does not knock out a guy who's coming up in weight. You guys explain that to me, because I don't get it. I think it corroborates exactly what I said. Golovkin's a good fighter, but he also, a lot of the guys he fought it's kind of like Lomachenko, you know what I mean? But maybe a little bit different because Lomachenko has a couple notable names and he has far fewer fights. But like I said, Golovkin will stick to him. The talent pool is not quite there at the middleweight division. Now you got some people, Canelo and Daniel Jacobs showed he's tough, even though people thought he was going to get stopped too. Right, Jamal Charlo. But like I said, now that he's fighting skillful guys who are like of size and just like more of the complete package of middleweight, he hasn't knocked out his last two opponents. So once again, how do you go? That's what I'm saying. These are the questions I have, and it's against Golovkin. It's against who they built Golovkin as. Them being the networks, and also Abel Sanchez to a degree, stuff like that. They built Golovkin as he's like unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? I think, and I told you before, I think Golovkin will have a tough fight with Charlo. If Charlo could take a punch, I don't know. I don't remember him taking crazy punches at 54, but if he could take a punch, that's a hell of a fight for Golovkin or Canelo, to be honest. Either one of them. But that's it. You know what I mean? That's my whole thing. It's like, it's when you step up in competition, different shit happens. How do you knock out 23 people and then your last two people, including one guy who's already been knocked out, you can't knock them out? Explain that. Somebody explain that to me. I'll be waiting. Hold on, I'm trying to get something. But I want someone to explain that to me. Like, how is it that Golovkin knocked out 23 people in a row, but he hasn't knocked out his last couple opponents? One being a guy who's already been knocked out, and the other being a guy who is coming up in weight and doesn't really have. I don't think Chavez Jr. gave Canelo too much. It was a good fight to take, but Canelo just didn't. I mean, Chavez didn't do shit, so it's kind of hard to gauge anything. So that was really Canelo's first test at 160, because Chavez didn't provide much test. So explain that to me, somebody. Can we talk boxing? Can you guys explain that to me? Why the knockout streak end? Why the knockout streak end? Somebody explain why the knockout streak ended after 23 fights. Like, how do you knock out 23 people? Like, put it this way. Deontay Wilder, I guarantee you, in his next two fights, he probably will get a knockout. You know what I'm saying? Even if he loses to Luis Ortiz and he comes back and fights someone, he'll probably knock them out. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just a big puncher. He might knock Luis Ortiz out. Somebody can bet me. I guarantee you. I mean, it's going to be a bet that takes a while, but I guarantee you, Wilder will get a knockout in his next two fights, at least one of them. Hold on. I'm telling you, it's your talent pool. Y'all get mad when I say this shit. But explain it to me. If it's something different, explain it to me. I would love to know. Yeah, Canelo has a chin, but he was also coming up in weight. He fought. Okay, Meme King, you don't know what you're talking about. And I should put you on the hot seat. Y'all want me to put him in the hot seat so I can block him? Because you're just making up excuses. Y'all want me to put the Meme King in the hot seat? Does he deserve the hot seat or no? Let him live? It's up to the fans. Let me know soon. Put him in the hot seat? All right, Meme King. Do you accept your fate? If you lose, you get blocked. He says the reason that Triple G couldn't knock out his last two opponents is because of his age. So he's saying that basically age is the factor that determines if a puncher will knock him out. So let me know if you guys see him, because I don't see him responding yet. But I'll definitely put him in the hot seat. Where you said it's my honest opinion, that's great. But I want to know if you want to get in the hot seat. You either it's yes or no. Do you want to get in the hot seat? If the consequences of losing, if I prove you wrong, is you get blocked. So if you want to really argue with me that because of a 35, okay, no, great. So one person off the hot seat. Anyway, I'm gonna try to explain this to you. They say power. We don't do that. We don't bully nobody. If they don't want to do the hot seat, don't want to do it. But they say power is the last thing to go. Power is the last thing to go. And you were going to get burned. I'll show you how I could have done him. Go watch George Foreman versus Michael Moore. I don't know his exact age off the top of my head, how old he was, but he was losing the entire fucking fight. And out of nowhere, he blasted Michael Moore. Power is the last thing to go. So there's no reason that a guy who is only 35 should knock out 23 people in a row, and then now he's not, knocking out his last two opponents. Again, the talent level is different with his last two opponents. And that's not a bad thing, but it's just not what HBO told us. You know what I mean? Power is the last thing to go. There's a ton of people who got knockouts late in life just because they're punchers. I mean, look at Klitschko. Klitschko knocked out Pulev, guys that were he knocked out. Hold on, man. Let me show you, just so you guys know. This is real box, serious drama, big box drama, right? We'll look at Klitschko. Up until the Tyson Fury fight, he was knocking heads off. And Klitschko don't even have the most aggressive style as a puncher. Vladimir Klitschko. He was born in 1976. KO, Kubrat Pulev, knocked out Alex Lepai. Unanimous decision with Povetkin, but he dropped him like twice. What rap? Hold on. Povetkin down 2 minutes and 40 seconds, around 2, and 38 seconds. So he got dropped a couple of times, right? This dude, TKO, UD, TKO, KO, 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 RTD, which is basically knockout, TKO, KO. How's Klitschko knocking all these people out? He was older. Knockout. Oh, this is when he got knocked out. But you guys get the point. Same, like I said, Michael Moore. And it's not just heavyweights. It's other divisions, too. Pacquiao, he's at least hurt all of his last opponents, but he's a little dude. Power's the last thing to go. But anyway, it was a good fight. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I came. Enjoyed the experience. I stopped scoring. I keep telling you guys. But if you're new to the stream, it was getting too interesting to me, and I was already doing the round by round tweets, so I stopped scoring, to be honest. But from the eye test, I would have given it to Golovkin. But at the same time, I already acknowledged 118, 110 is a lousy scorecard for anyone to turn in. But Canelo was not. It was a close fight. You know what I mean? It's not people are overreacting over this 118 to 110 because it's a fucked up scorecard. But they're acting like they're using that as a catalyst, like Canelo didn't do anything, and I don't see that. I thought Canelo was actually doing real solid work. Now, how solid? It's up for interpretation because he did get tired. Golovkin kept the constant pressure on him, so there's some variables in there. But I thought Canelo, he can learn from this, but I think he could have cleaned up his work a little bit, been a little bit sharper. But it made for a compelling fight. I think Canelo started round. I gave Canelo the first 3 rounds, to be honest. You guys got to look at aggression, but you have to look at effective aggression. And Canelo was making him miss a lot. People just see someone on top of you pressuring you. That's cool, but if you're being made to pay for that and hit with counters and hit with harder shots, it makes it tight. But people were making it like Golovkin won 10 rounds to 2. I didn't see that. I didn't even though I would have gave it to Golovkin off the eye test, I didn't have him winning that by that wide of a margin. Well, who did you guys give round 12 to? Who did you guys give round 12 to? Who did you give round 12 to? Pugs, your scorecard is way wide. Golovkin outworked him in rounds 5 through 11. Hell no. I didn't really see many rounds except for the first 3 rounds where a person won 3 to 4, no, more than 4 rounds guaranteed. That's y'all scoring be crazy. Who did y'all give round 12 to? Okay, so William, you'll do Nathan. Why did you score round 12 for Golovkin? What did you see in there? Yeah, I'm trying to see. I want to see why you guys gave round 12 to Golovkin. What did you like from Golovkin in round 12? See, that's what I'm saying. See, y'all don't know shit about boxing. That's just what it is. Some of y'all don't know shit about boxing. Because all y'all was saying Golovkin won round 12, and then I asked someone to step up and explain why they gave him round 12, why they gave Golovkin round 12, and then there's all quiet on the Western Front. I just don't get it. Again, I gave Canelo the first 3 rounds. I didn't see anything like so definitive where I'm like, damn, Golovkin fucked him up in that. You know what I'm saying? I thought Canelo was fighting smart. Canelo ran 1 round. I'm doing it off of the top of my head. I didn't score it, but I'm trying to remember. I think I gave Canelo 11 and 12. Definitely 12. I don't understand why you guys gave Golovkin 12. Again, the people who put 12 for Golovkin, what did Golovkin do in 12? What did Golovkin do in 12 for the people who said, yeah, Golovkin? You guys just put, that's what I'm saying, new media. Y'all just put some shit down. I'll be like, name a puncher Golovkin fought. Willie Monroe. He's not a puncher. You know what I'm saying? You guys just say a name that you're familiar with. What did Golovkin, the people, Like, is no one gonna step up? There was multiple people that said Golovkin won round 12, and then I asked a question. I'm just like, hey, what did you like about his round 12? And not one person is speaking up. And I thought that was a clear Canelo win, or pretty clear. I mean, it's a high level boxing match. You know what I'm saying? High level boxing match. So I'm not gonna say it's like Golovkin. It was so clear where Golovkin did nothing, but of course that's what's gonna happen when you're a level fighters in a high level big state fight. No one wants to make a mistake. But I thought Golovkin ate an 8-piece combo in round 12. That I'm asking the people who picked Golovkin in round 12, and nobody's speaking up. Okay, Pugs, you said 4 Canelo after till 10th and 12th. Why did you give Golovkin round 11? 11 was close. I think 11 was closer than 12. First round for Golovkin. See, this scoring's all over the place. And I mean, like I said, 118, 110 is shitty, but look at what you guys are scoring this shit. Some people gave Golovkin round 1. I don't know. Like I said, I got to watch it again. I didn't remember seeing him do anything too crazy in round 1. Like I said, Canelo could have done himself a favor. It wouldn't have been a draw if he worked on his stamina. And he just planted his seat and just bombs away and really tried to push it back. Man, Harold Letterman, his scoring be terrible. I don't even want to know what he was saying. But I already know how he scored it because he does that to Chocolatito. Okay, Jim. 4 rounds to 0 chocolate. Like, really? It's like you could tell when HBO who they want to win this shit. I mean, even in the build-up, Max Kellerman was like asking Canelo certain things, like, "Oh, you ducked Golovkin." You know what I'm saying? The way he was pushing it. I didn't hear what HBO was saying. What was Roy talking about? He's the only one that has real knowledge anyway. Man, y'all scoring is all over the place. That's what I'm saying. It's not like I said. I was thinking Golovkin, but I really want to watch it again and take note because it was that type of fight. A lot of people are. See, the thing is with me. I'm not influenced by what casuals say because, like I said, casuals just peek their head in on the big fights. Like, oh, that was bullshit. But you're not here for the other fight. You know what I'm saying? You don't watch boxing routinely. Ask them who Vasil Lomachenko and rig it out when they're fighting, where they're fighting, what network they're not going to know those things. But since this is such a big fight, it brings in the casuals. So casuals don't know what to look for. But like I said, for me, I got a couple questions. I got questions like, this is not against Abel or Triple G, but it's really the networks as they pushed Golovkin at, like, I told you I didn't really believe that 23 knockout. Like, it's like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but damn near. You know what I mean? Because, okay, do y'all really want to go there? Okay, who's more of a freak of nature athlete? Floyd Mayweather or Pacquiao or Triple G? You know what I'm saying? Like, just freak of nature. Like, you mean like these dudes are crazy anomalies. I really feel like Manny Pacquiao and Floyd are more anomalies than Triple G in terms of everything they do, skillfully, power, movement, ring IQ, all that. And they weren't even like knocking out 23 people in a row. So I mean, that has to tell you something. The Golovkin did that because he came in an era, which is not his fault, but it's the era he was in. You know what I'm saying? The era he was in, it just wasn't top names. Like, and then some of the top names that were there didn't look like they wanted to fight him. Sergio Martinez, Cotto, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So for whatever reason, those names were on his resume. But it's not a surprise to me that he stepped up in competition and now he didn't get knockouts in his last two fights. He has power. And actually, Canelo's face, it didn't look as bad as like certain people's face. But see, the thing is, Canelo has a better defense than like a Curtis Stevens. You didn't see when Curtis Stevens fell, he was like, whoo. You didn't see Canelo on the ground going, whoo, after getting hit by Golovkin. I'm sure some of the punches hurt. Don't get it twisted. But like, this is a guy moving up. This is his face after. This is his face after. You know what I mean? It's leather marks, but it's not like beat the fuck up. To me. You know what I'm saying? His face is not like, but they kept pushing Golovkin as the boogeyman. And so my thing is like the boogeyman didn't knock out his last two opponents. Pugs, I can't. It's too late. I got to meet with the reporters tomorrow. Do a radio show. So I told you I don't. Everything's in my head right now. I'm just going off the eye test. But I remember giving Canelo the first three, and the 12th for sure, and the 11th was close, and I think I gave that to Canelo, right? But some of those middle rounds I know a lot were for Golovkin, but I have to watch them again to tell you definitively, because when you have to fight live, it's crowd, people next to you, people screaming. So you know what I'm saying? Like I want to rewatch some of those middle rounds to see who I really would give it to. Laura marked him up more than Triple G. Yeah, Canelo, I think he hurt him. I think he hurt him in round 8, 9, or 10. I don't remember what it was. And see, that's the thing. That's the thing with the scoring. Like I'm almost positive it was rounds 8, 9, or 10 where he got Canelo hurt him. He hurt Golovkin, and Golovkin like noticeably reacted to it, right? And then some of y'all said you gave Golovkin that round. So, you know what I mean? It's no wonder the scorecards are all over the fucking place. Golovkin gets hurt in a round, and he got hit with some other shit. Shout out to Sports Guy, $2 super chat. It was a good fight, though, man. I'm glad I got to see it. Canelo won the first 3 rounds and the last 3 rounds. See? And that would be 6 rounds apiece. Right? So, like I said, I got to watch it again to see. Off the eye test, I was leaning towards Golovkin, but I want to watch it in my own environment without people like, oh, Golovkin, Robert. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo did that. Like, I want to watch it with my own shit. Yeah, I'll do a follow-up video. I usually title them Ego Rescored or Canelo Triple G Rescored. But like I feel like I'm perfectly fine with my 7 reasons because I feel like a lot of what I said was absolutely true. Golovkin lacks head movement, which we've seen because Canelo landed the bigger shots. I said Golovkin's also tough as fuck, which he showed you he's tough as fuck. Said he had a good jab. He showed you a good jab. I said Canelo's slick, which he showed you. He was fighting off the fucking ropes with Golovkin. Crazy. Crazy. I just think this is what I think Canelo should have did more. That phone booth showed Golovkin the Mexican style because he's a good inside fighter. See? Watch. Look at Golovkin. Y'all said he had a head movement on my last stream. What the fuck was that? Oh my god! Like, remember that guy that was arguing that we put in the hot seat? He said he had a head movement. He just ate the whole shit. What the? On. Look at his head. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Look at his fucking head. Oh my god. Hey, this motherfucking Golovkin is a robot. He just ate this shit. What the fuck? Hey, bro. Hey, this dude Golovkin is tough as fuck. He just lean with it, rock with it, and still got back in position. I mean, oh my gosh. But like I said, that's that's part of what makes it a good fight. This motherfucker's head is like, oh my gosh. But see, that's what also makes it hard for casuals because you don't see Golovkin like, because he got a man style fucking chin. So you're not seeing him like drunk and like, or when Golovkin hit Curtis Stevens with the double hook and Curtis Stevens was on the canvas like, whoo, shit. Remember when Curtis Stevens did that? That's what the casuals look for. So if they don't see that, then they're not looking at that. They're just like, oh, this motherfucker pressured this person. They're not looking for little subtle body shots or uppercut defense. They're not looking at those things. They're just looking for like the things that jump out at you. Like I said, where everyone remembers that moment when Curtis Stevens was like, woo! Everyone remembers that. But boxing is deeper than that. Canelo was doing some slick shit in there. But like I said, Golovkin got a man-style chin, so he just ate it and stuck to his wits, kept putting the pressure on. I knew this was going to be a tight fight, like I told y'all, which is why I said majority or split decision, and I came damn close, because it was a split draw, right? And so instead of the person saying, the person I said would win, they both half won, half lost, you know what I'm saying? But another thing that makes it hard is because, like, listen, this is similar to the shot Amir Khan got slept by. Golovkin just has a chin. You know what I'm saying? He just ate, you know what I mean? He got a chin. He's tough. And that's what makes it harder to score, too. Canelo got a chin, too. Canelo's... But see, the reason someone said, but what about Canelo's chin? I do think Canelo got a chin, but it's different because he actually works on his defense. You know what I'm saying? So when he's like rolling with the punch, he's rolling with the punch too. He's not just Golovkin's literally in some sequences walking towards the punch and getting hit with the full shit. So that's why I know Golovkin has a good. He's getting hit with it because he's not really mindful of his defense as much. He wants to dish out his punishment and stuff. So he's taking the full shit. Canelo's at least trying to do some slick shit in there, like, you know what I'm saying? He's at least trying to. Golovkin just look. Watch Golovkin's fucking head. Look, he didn't roll with it. The punch turned his head. Oh my gosh. Look, the punch turned. Hell no. He just, Hell no. He hit him with the heat rock. But like I said, all this made it close. It made it very tough to score. He ate it. Golovkin got a fucking beer. He's a beast. But I'm telling you, you're not gonna be able to walk through everybody's shit like that. I promise you. Especially if they let their hands go and you keep eating that. Canelo, like I said, I think his thing is stamina, and I think he should have sat pocket and did the real Mexican style. You know what I mean? And like scrap with him on the phone booth. Because I don't think Golovkin is as adequate on the inside. You sound stupid. Canelo needs to retire. See that? See, that's what I'm saying. This is the type of shit that I'm talking about that a casual is not going to understand. You see that sequence? Golovkin lunged in and hold on. If I watched it, if this is the right clip, hold on. Look at Golovkin. He's like, I got defense too. Who reaches a lot? Man, this internet is trash. Yeah, man. Daniel Jacobs. Man, this shit sucks. This internet sucks here. You don't know what you're talking about, who's saying he says Jacobs was overweight. He wasn't overweight. Why are you saying that? You want to get in the hot seat? Do you want me to put him in the hot seat? He says Jacobs was overweight. He wasn't overweight. Yeah, Canelo was doing really good body work early on, but he kind of got away from it. Exactly, verbal D. Okay, so Hussein, yeah, he missed 2 day weigh-in. You trying to go in the hot seat? All you got to do is say yes, like Floetry. Do you want to go in the hot seat? I'm waiting. See, y'all be taking it. I'm about to go to bed. I don't have time to wait for you all day. Every time the hot seat comes up, see, the hot seat got the game spooked. Anyway, Daniel Jacobs chose. Okay, listen to what I'm gonna say. Daniel Jacobs chose not to do the IBF same day weigh-in, right? The IBF is the only one that's out of all the belts that is making you do that same day rehydration. So it's his option to not fight for a particular belt and try to take your others. It's a strategy. If it was something illegal, then why he would have paid a penalty, right? He didn't pay Golovkin out of pocket, i.e. Broner, if he missed weight versus Mikey Garcia, he had to pay 500,000. He had to pay 500 stacks to Mikey Garcia because that was part of their contract that he can't come in overweight, right? So Jacobs employed a strategy, him and his team. The IBF, the only one that makes you do it. He also, I talked to him, and he told me specifically that he says they make you, like, a lot of times it's early in the morning. So he said he didn't want to have to deal with none of that. You know what I mean? You just wait in, you want to eat good, and you got to wake up at 6 a.m. on the day of the fight to weigh in for this IBF. And again, they're the only ones doing it. Keep in mind that they just changed the rule with the IBF for unifications, probably because of the Jacobs fight. They're not making you do the same day weigh-in. So again, if it was such a great rule, then why are they bending their own rules? Why are they changing it with the IBF? So obviously, they don't want people to be able to game the system, and they realize it's a stupid rule, because now if it's a unification with the IBF, then they're not making you do the same day weigh-in. So what's the point? So obviously the rule is not really a useful one, because no other sanctioning body is making the fighters do that same day weigh-in. And beyond that, it's they took away the rule. I didn't hear the HBO telecast. I don't know what they're saying. Shit, Roman Chocolatito just got his ribs cracked by Rungasai. So they probably looking to make Golovkin the next man. Oh. What did Eminem say? Oh, whoa, yo, hold up. Not me, not Marshall. I'll show you. I'm about to get kicked out of my hotel. Oh my gosh. Speaking of HBO, can we get to 150 likes or something close? Hit the like button. We got 169 people still in the live stream. Y'all ego army, y'all ego mafia, y'all Boxingego, y'all on the live stream. Hit the like button. We have 172 people. Y'all on the late night shift with me. Hit the like button. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something. You want to know what I just thought of? Oh my gosh. You want to know what I just thought of? Do y'all want to know what I just thought of right now? Damn, new media is having a great year. Killing you motherfuckers. Okay, y'all want to know. New media is bodying y'all. Again, remember what I say before and after. Now, this fight could have went all sorts of ways, right? Remember how they were HBO and Tom Loeffler and other people were trying to say that the winner of this fight is number one pound for pound? Well, I don't think this was a number one pound for pound performance from either. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this fight puts either guy at the number one spot over Andre Ward. Do you guys think that does? Or over Terrence Crawford off of this performance? But this is what they were saying. But like I said, listen to me. That people were asking me on Monday Mail Day. They were like, "Oh, number one pound for pound. Will Canelo Triple G be number one pound for pound?" And I'm like, I wouldn't put him at number one. I said I could see you put them at top three if they had a good performance. But I didn't see a number one pound for pound from either guy, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Based on that, it was a good fight. It was a fun fight. It was a rough fight. But again, Andre Ward, I mean, except the Kovalev first fight, but we also have his whole track record to look at when talking about this. Golovkin, to me, hadn't really fought many names, like people that people even gave a shot to beat you up until Kell Brook. And people didn't really give him a shot. So Danny Jacobs and Canelo are that. You know what I mean? Canelo already has a loss. He arguably lost to Lada. Some people think he lost here tonight. So to me, like I said, look at what people say. New media is killing you guys. Killing you guys. Look at what people say before and after. They were trying to push this as the number one pound for pound. I don't see it. I don't see this being the number one pound for pound performance. They'd have to do something in the rematch and show a bit more separation. And again, I'm not hating on the fight. Ward versus Gotti. That's not a pound for pound number one performance, but it's a hell of a fight. It's a fun fight. You know what? I think Danny Jacobs or Charlo might be able to beat one or both of these guys, Golovkin or Canelo. I'd have to see it though. Like, I want to see it. You just discredited G from beating Canelo by saying Canelo lost tonight, dude. What are you talking about? If you can't speak proper English, then you might as well not even speak to me. I don't know what you're talking about. Dude, you just said you did this in Canelo. Shut up. Like I said, that's what happens when you push agendas. Canelo versus Triple G winner is #1 pound for pound. Really? I didn't see that. I seen a close fight, a tough fight. You know what I mean? But neither one showed Mayweather #1 pound for pound separation. Neither one of them. I didn't see what Kovalev was talking about. But he's friends with Golovkin, so he probably said something pro Golovkin. Like, that was some bullshit. This is like my ward fight. You know what I mean? I haven't seen it, but it's probably something he would have said. It was a good fight, though. I'm glad I came. I think Chavez Sr. had Canelo winning. Who do I have in the rematch? It could be more of the same. I think Canelo, again, the reason I picked him in the 7 reasons, I told you, he's hard to be in the scorecard. Oh, well, I think if he fights smarter in certain spots, he can create more separation. You know what I mean? And he's going to have to, but the stamina is going to be another thing. Because look at it like this. What did Golovkin, he didn't really do wrong. He didn't do, other than not having a great defense, he didn't really do nothing wrong. So what's he going to do in the rematch? He's going to start faster and try to bulldoze Canelo, who is making him miss a lot. You know what I mean? So Canelo can start, you know what I mean? Canelo's defense was looking sweet. Damn. And y'all said I was tripping with 7 reasons. And oh, I can't wait to come to your channel. I can't wait to come to your channel the day after. And Golovkin's going to knock him out. Well, my prediction was a lot more accurate than yours. I said 50-50 fight, Canelo, majority or split decision. And it was a split draw. And now some people say Canelo won, some people say Golovkin won. Is there a link to donate? Yeah, go to my page. And then there's a PayPal. Y'all sound stupid. Canelo ran, all this shit. You stand in front of Golovkin and let him punch you, and let me film it. That's the dumbest. That's like standing in front of a Mack truck, playing chicken with it or something stupid. Why would you? Royal C, you sound stupid. LOL begging for money. I guarantee you my hotel rooms cost more than your paycheck. Anyway, I didn't beg for money. Someone asked me how to donate because I actually have Ego's army and a following where people want to support the movement and help and buy hats and stuff. Unlike you, because you're a bum. He said begging for money. Again, y'all can try. I don't know what y'all think this is, but this is unlike the other videos. Yeah, right, what? Where do you work at? Royal C, where do you work at? Where do you work at? See, why is it taking so long? Where do you work at? Royal C, where do you work at? Someone's at the flea market. McDonald's. Magic City. Oh, he's a stripper. I want to rock. I want to. See how long it's taking? He's trying to think of something because he's lying. He's lying. Nah, I want to know where Royal C work at. He work at the Girl Collection. See what happens when you open your mouth? Now everyone's spilling the beans telling where you work at. You got fired from McDonald's and now you work at the Girl Collection? Calm down, I'm only 2. Whatever. So you saying stupid shit. I think Canelo shouldn't have got away from the body attack too. He was doing good early, but see, that's why Floyd is smart, because he don't derive from a working game plan. You know what I mean? The game plan that's working, he'll keep doing. You know what I'm saying? I would have gave me. I don't know if you guys are just joining this thing. Man, it's too late for this. I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta be up early anyway. But yeah, Canelo, he got away from his body attack a bit in the second half, and he was headhunting. I don't know why people want to headhunt Golovkin. Maybe they feel that's the least of the risk. Let's do a Boxingego quick roll call. Just let me know where you guys are from. I gotta go to bed because it's late, and I gotta get up. I'm meeting with the porters. I'm gonna stay. I decided to stay out here an extra day. Got work to do. Let me know what you guys think. Cali, Manhattan, South Carolina, Jersey City, Philadelphia, Syria, Frisco, Texas, San Jose, Georgia, Victorville, London, Houston, Mesa, Arizona, UK, West Side, LA, Maryland, Vegas, Auckland, New Zealand, Alaska. Make noise with them boys. You must be from Dallas, UK, Mesa, Arizona, Texas, Anaheim, Georgia. I'll do some follow up. Belfast, shout out to Ireland, Seattle, California. I'm out of here. I gotta get some sleep. Um, yeah, I'm probably doing a radio show tomorrow, but I'll be back tomorrow and we'll talk more about this. Peace out. Check out the other videos, the post fights, all that good stuff. Rest up. I'm on it. Later.